Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. How are we doing today? Alhamdulillah. اليوم بإذن الله راح نتناول الصف الثالث والرابع الابتدائي مادة اللغة الإنجليزية. And today inshallah we are going to be doing a phonics lesson, unit words. معكم المعلمة سارة الشبيكي ومعنا المعلم لغة الإشارة الأستاذ فواز العقيل. So let's go over our classroom agreements. What's the first thing we need to do? Make sure that you do not come to class hungry. If you're hungry, grab a snack and then come to class. Also, you know this? Are you already sitting in a comfortable place? All nice and quiet? Excellent. Please make sure that you have a notebook and your weekend 2 book with you, along with something to write with. Okay? So now let's go over what we learned last time. What did we learn? So last time we learned to say the names of 3 animals. Look at the picture. Could you tell me 3 animals? Here we can see a horse. And it has a chicken on its head, right? Here we have a cow. And here we have a duck. What other animals can you remember? Can you remember more than 3? Okay, what else did we learn? Last time we also learned to make the sounds of 3 animals. What sound does the cow make? Moo. Horse? Neigh. Sheep makes the baa sound. Excellent. So let's go over today's objectives. Let's read them together. For today's lesson, we are going to match words to photos. We will read assigned words and numbers 20 to 30. We will identify sounds and letters of the English language. We will use regular plural formation correctly in context. We will list specific names of animals. We will continue writing uppercase and lowercase letters correctly. We will do controlled writing, such as supplying missing letters. We will use lined paper correctly with headline, baseline, and midline. Are we ready? Now, we are going to look at pictures, and you are going to tell me, what do you see? Ready? Let's begin. Here we have a picture of, let's read together. The tigers are sleeping under the sun. The tigers are sleeping under the sun. She is holding an umbrella. Why? To stay dry. You see, it's raining, right? So she's holding an umbrella to stay dry. It says here, the vase. What is a vase? It has red, yellow, right? Oh, red and yellow flowers. This is a vase. Now, I think we're ready. After reading all these sentences together and looking at the words, I think now you have pictures in your head. Let's go over the words together. We saw at the very beginning a picture of tigers sleeping under, yes, the sun, right? Next, what did we read? The girl was holding an umbrella to stay dry. And then we saw a picture of a beautiful vase. It had flowers. You remember the colors? Yellow and red. So now with all these pictures in your mind, let's open page 24. You're going to listen and say with me. Are you ready?
S says.
S.
S. Sun.
T says.
T. tiger. U says umbrella. V says vase.
So, how was it? You feel like you know the words? Because we read the sentences together, right? Did you read them with me? Excellent. So now, on page 24, we are going to trace and copy the sound of the letter that came at the beginning of the word. The letter that makes the first sound. Here we have S. Do you remember what word was for S? Sun. Uppercase S. Remember, uppercase letters always stand on the line and they take up all this space, right? Headline, baseline, and midline. Uppercase T. As in tiger. Oh, I didn't trace. Did you trace? Next we have the letter U. What sound does it make in the word umbrella? Ah, excellent. Umbrella. Here we have uppercase U. Then we have the letter V for vase. Excellent. Vase. Vase. How is it? Super easy. I'm sure it was super easy. Show me a thumbs up. Excellent job. Now here on page 25, we are going to write the missing letter. We will see the word, but the letter is missing. Let's look at them together. And listen, please.
Number 4. Vase. Number 2. Tiger. Number 3. Umbrella. Number 1. Sun.
So, did you listen to the sound and write the letter? Excellent. So now we're going to continue on page 25. It says here, listen, count, and write. We use the word count with numbers. So we're moving now to numbers, okay? Now let's look, before we listen, remember last time we learned to count until 20. Now I'm going to ask you, when you count from 1 to 10, is it easy? Is it? Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you can say the numbers from 1 until 10, this will be easy. Now let me ask you another question. What number comes before 1? Is there a number before 1? This is the number before 1. Do you see anything? Nothing. This is called 0. So you will notice that 0 is part of the numbers that we learn, like the number 10, and here you notice number 20. So let's begin. Before 1, we start with 0, right? Now let's listen together. Since there's 0 at the beginning, just like 10, here we have 20, 21. Here we have 22. Let's listen together.
Please open page 25. Listen, count, and write. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Well done.
Okay. Now let's look at the numbers in a different way. Let's start from 0. Here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. See the connections that we made? Now let's continue. Now I want you to pay special attention. You can use your notebooks to help you. You can take notes and write down things that you see, okay? So here, what do we see? Here we have a question. Not a question. We notice something, right? We notice that we can connect 20 to 30 to 0 and 10. And this is what we just did, right? How? The boy is asking, he's wondering. Just like 0, here we have 20. 1, 21, 2, 23, 3, 23, 4, 24, 5, 25, 6, 26, 7, 27, 8, 28, 9, 29, now 10, 30. Is this making sense? Now we're going to look at this in a different way. Now look at these 3 sets of numbers. Here we have from 0 all the way until 10. Here we have from 0 all the way to 10, 0 all the way to 10. How many 10s do you see? 3. So 3 10s equal 130. Excellent. So all of these 10s equal 30. So we can count by 10s. Do you want to count with me? 10, 20, 30. Excellent. There's another way we can look at this. Now look at these bananas. Each box has how many bananas? 5. This means we can connect number 5 to counting to 30. So here we have 5. Each one is 5. Now 5 plus 5 equals, show me both your hands, boys and girls, both your hands, 10. So we can take 2 5s and turn them into 10. Here we have 2 5s, which is a 10, another 2 5s, another 2 5s. So here we have 10, 10, and 10. Which means we have, how many bananas? We have 30 bananas. Excellent. So, the boy who was wondering, what is he saying now? Let's read. He says, I can connect what I know, which is from 1 to 10, to what I'm learning, which is counting to number 30. Now, tell me, is it easy after putting all these pieces together? Just like a puzzle, right? Or was it a little difficult? Maybe it's a little difficult, but when you go over this again and again, it will make sense, right? So let's go over and count by 5, right? Can you count with me by 5? So we start with 5. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I counted by 5. Let's count by 10, both 5s. 10, 20, 30. Excellent. And to read from 21 until 30, you remember counting from 0 to 10. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Excellent job. So, on page 85, let's listen, point, and practice. We will trace together the sounds that we learned today. S. Says. Are you writing with me? S. S. And what's the word? Sun. T. Says. T. T. And what's the word? Tiger. Excellent. Let's look at them together. S says s, s, sun. T says t, t, tiger. Excellent. Next, what do we have? U. The letter U. U says it says what? Does it say U or does it say It says because it's short. U says umbrella. Umbrella. Then we have the letter V. V says, what sound does it make? V. V. And the word is vase. Vase. Let's look at them one more time. U says umbrella. V says v. Vase. Excellent. Now we're going back to numbers. We are going to listen, point, and chant on page 86. Now let me ask you, what are the things that come in big numbers? Maybe you have 1, 2, 3 favorite toys, right? And maybe you have more books, right? Maybe you have 10 books that you like to read. Here we have a picture of a jar. What's inside the jar? Marbles. I see a lot of marbles. Can you have up to 30? Yes. Now let's count from 1 to 30 and from 30 to 1 together. Let's begin. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Let's count down. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, and 20. We have done a lot of writing today. So far, so good? Excellent. Now, on page 85 and 86, let's trace and write together. Lowercase and uppercase. Here we have the letter E. Uppercase and lowercase. Uppercase, lowercase. Uppercase E, lowercase e. Notice the difference between uppercase and lowercase. Next we have the letter F, as in fish. Uppercase, lowercase. Uppercase, lowercase. Then we have uppercase G, lowercase g. uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase. Then we have H, like horse. Uppercase H, lowercase h, uppercase H, lowercase Shake your hands. Excellent job. Excellent job. If you were writing with me the whole time, your hands must be tired, but I'm super proud of you. Now let's continue. Please complete pages 85 and 86 if you did not do it with me. What did we learn today? So we learned to make the sounds of the letter S, T, U, and V. We also learned to count from 20 to 30 and connect what we learned before to what we were learning today. Now, boys and girls, let's listen together. A student came up to me and asked me a question. Let's listen to this question together.
Miss Sarah, why is the sun so bright?
So what did the student say? Miss Sarah, why is the sun so bright? Do you know what the sun is? It starts with the letter S. It's in the sky. Why is it bright? We can see in the day because of the sun. Let's read the sentence together. The sun is actually a star. Did you know that? Did you ever go out at night and you looked up in the sky and you see all those beautiful stars shining from the sky? Those are stars just like the sun. But really, the sun is close to Earth, so it makes the day so that we can see during day because of the sun. But during the night, the stars that we see are far, far away. We can only see little dots from the sky. Okay? Thank you so much, boys and girls. I hope you had fun as much as I did. See you soon, inshallah.